Hello everyone and welcome to the Harem. Today we are going to be going over the 2020 fall season of anime. As the summer season comes to a close, we are brought with a new lineup of shows for the fall season, which will be the final season for the year, I guess. So after this, we're going to go into the winter season starting January of 2021. I'm just going to be touching on a few of the shows that I'm going to be watching this season so you can kind of get an idea of something you might want to watch or something you actually might want to skip over. All of these shows can be found on livechart.me, so let's hop in and see what's going on this season. Alright, first show that I kind of took a liking to right off the bat was Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World. So first off, I saw the art and it just kind of gave me Darling in the Franxx vibe, so I immediately was drawn to it. That being my favorite show, judgments aside, I know the ending wasn't the greatest, but it totally gave me those vibes right off the bat. So I was already super intrigued with just the art alone. This is being done by, who is it? Silverlink Studios, and Silverlink has done quite a few good shows. Mitsubashi Colors, Bofuri, and quite a few Fate series. And Fate is crazy popular. Bofuri was pretty well received over the seasons. So I think Silverlink is going to do a good job on this. Whether or not the show flops or not, I don't know. To be determined. So let's go over the description on what this is about exactly. The Empire is a mechanized utopia with highly developed science and technology. The Nebulous Sovereignty is a nation feared as Land of the Witches, whose people use paranormal power. The two countries have constantly been at war for more than 100 years, but now two heroes have appeared in their respective lands. Iska has come to be recognized as the greatest military asset of the Empire at the youngest age in its history. Alice Lise is the princess of the Nebulous Sovereignty, called the Ice Calamity Witch, which fear in her enemies. The two meet on the battlefield and become mortal enemies. Pride locks horns as they both fight uncompromisingly to protect their respective nations, families, and comrades. But as they get to know each other as real people during their fierce battles, they start to become attracted to each other's ways of life and ideals, though they are fully aware that fate will mock them cruelly, not allowing them to be together. Sure enough, the world's tension heightened even more and conspiracies of the major nations become more entangled. But even in such a world divided, this boy and girl cannot stop their feelings for each other. So just from that kind of description alone, I'm getting kind of a Romeo and Juliet-esque vibe, which is cool. I totally enjoy that. I think that's going to be awesome. Totally into like the whole romance thing. I'm a sucker for that. So I think this show is going to be, I want to say a bop. We can't know for sure until it airs. I'm looking forward to it. The art looks super awesome. I'm pretty excited for it. If it's giving me the Darling in the Franxx vibes, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy it either way. Next on our list, The Day I Became a God. What immediately attracted me to this show, again, was the artwork, and I honestly want to say the name itself too. It looks happy. It looks fairly fun. I'm all about the happy, fun animes. I'm currently watching right now is The Order of Rabbit, and that is just an adorable, super fun show to watch. The drama and fantasy tags. The drama one's kind of throwing me off just from the art itself. Since I said it looks super happy and fun, I wouldn't expect drama out of this, but fantasy, I can totally see. This is being done by PA Works, who also did Charlotte and Angel Beats. Angel Beats being a fairly sad show, and Charlotte not being super sad, but still had its moments. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with this, considering the art is throwing me off, giving me super happy vibes. So let's see what this is about. One day during Yotu Narukami's last summer vacation of high school, a girl named Hina suddenly appears and proclaims herself the all-knowing god. Hina announces to the thoroughly confused Yuta the world will end in 30 days. Yuta then witnesses Hina's godlike powers of prophecy, convincing him that her powers are real. Hina's naive innocence belies her powers, and she decides to live at Yuta's home for some reason. Thus begins an eventful summer before the end of the world. I'm actually not sure what to get out of that, because it seems super cool, and like I said, the fun that she's going to be living in his house over the summer. But the end of it with thus begins the eventful summer before the world ends. I'm hoping, I don't know, it's throwing me off a little bit whether it's going to be sad or not, since they've done a couple sad shows. I'm very curious on this one, very curious. I can't wait for this to air. Next on the list is The Journey of Elena. So I saw this show, and I just saw the first line of the description. I didn't even click on it to read it, and it's not about the destination. So like 2-3 weeks ago, I just finished Girls Last Tour, and I'm gonna say that is one of the best shows I've seen. It was so much fun to watch, and it was pretty much just about that. There was no real end goal in mind for the show. It was everything that happens on their journey to where they're going, people they meet, experiences they have. And that was such a fun show to watch. It really kind of like hit home right here. So I saw that and I was immediately drawn to the show. And the artwork looks super dope in it too. I don't know what's really going on there, but it looks like the witch is flying over a castle. This is being done by C2C Studios, who did Harukan Receive and Hitori Bochi. Both very fun, uplifting shows, so that's kind of... I'm leaning towards this is going to be a more fun show to watch. Let's see what it is about. What's your favorite story? Does it have a hero who slays a dragon and saves a princess, or a child of prophecy destined for greatness? Well, my favorite story is a little different. It's the tale of a witch who travels the world, seeking nothing in particular. With no quest of her own, she's free to wander wherever the wind takes her, adding a few pages to the story of whomever she meets before setting off on her next adventure. At the end of her travels, the witch takes on an apprentice who will one day begin her own journey. And so the cycle continues, or so the story goes. Now, the witch who starts the story anew, who could she be? Just from that description alone, I'm getting crazy Girls Last Tour vibes, which really makes me anticipated for this show. I really like that show. I can't state that enough. It was so much fun to watch. Really looking forward to this one. This show right here, it was the tags that really brought me here. The dementia, horror, mystery, psychological, supernatural, and thriller. I haven't really seen those tags since I watched Happy Sugar Life. And if you haven't seen Happy Sugar Life, it's crazy not the namesake in any way. It is all of these psychological horror, super messed up, and I really enjoyed Happy Sugar Life. I've been waiting for a show that had these tags and maybe that kind of vibe for a long time, and I'm getting it this season, so I'm super excited about that. One more cool thing about this show was it was a game. I think it actually started off as a game, and it had an airing anime in 2006 or 2007, so I'm not sure if this is a rerun of that original anime that aired in 2006 or 7, or really what it's going to be, because what was it? There was something here that threw me off. My buddy was looking it up and he told me about all that stuff. I was like, whoa, I was afraid that it would be a continuation, but I don't think that it is. I think it's just a kind of revamp of what they originally had in 2006 or 2007. And let's get into this. Let's see what this is about. New kid Keiichi Maebara is settling into his new home, a peaceful Hinamizawa village, making quick friends with the girls from his school. He's arrived in time for the big festival of the year. But something about this isolated town seems off, and his feelings of dread continue to grow. With a gnawing fear that he's right, what dark secrets could this small community be hiding? I don't know a thing about the show, the game, what else was aired about it. I just know that I'm excited to see what kind of dark things they kind of throw at me with this. We'll be getting 14 episodes. We'll be going into the winter season a little bit, I guess. 14 plus, I don't know how many they're getting at there. It could be up in the 20s. I have no idea. I wouldn't mind that if the show doesn't suck, but if it does, obviouswe'll drop in leave her be. Kuma bear. There we go. Yeah, what brought me here was the name and the art. This girl, this big, fluffy bear costume, fire. I have no idea what the hell to expect from this show. But I saw it, it looked kind of fun, kind of adorable, and I'm all about that. That's what keeps me going, I guess, And gave it the adventure, comedy, and fantasy tags. That makes me want to watch it even more. I love comedy animes, they're super fun to watch. This was done by EMT Studios. Now, unfortunately, I haven't seen any of their other previous work, so this will be the first show by that studio that I've seen. Hopefully they gave me a pretty good impression of what they can do. When I looked online to see what else they've done, I couldn't really find anything. If you know, throw it in the comments, shoot me a DM, if they have any good shows, send them my way. I'd love to get more into it. Let's see what we're dealing with here in this show. 15-year-old Yuna prefers staying at home and obsessively playing her favorite VR MMO game to doing nothing else, including going to school, when a strange new update gives her a one-of-a-kind bear outfit that comes with overpowered abilities. Yuna is torn. The outfit is unbearably cute, but too embarrassing to wear in-game. But then she suddenly finds herself transported into the world of the game, facing down monsters and magic for real. But the bear suit becomes the best weapon she has. Just from reading that description alone, the show gives me huge Bofuri vibes. Same thing, honestly, the plot sounds exactly the same. Girl gets tanked and she just annihilates shit. That's probably exactly what this is going to be, but that's totally fine because Bofuri was a fun show to watch. We're looking forward to this. Not expecting great things out of this, just more of a good time, a fun watch. Next up, we're heading to Adachi and Shimamura. I was just kind of drawn to this because of the art. It looks cool. It looks like a really pretty show. Like the animation would be super, super good in this. And again, I'm a sucker for good animation. So we gave it the romance, school, shoujo ai, slice of life. Anything slice of life, I love. Slice of life, romance, good art, count me in. That's what I like. And there's one thing in this description that I saw that really caught my eye. Known for skipping class on the regular, two girls' lives become intertwined when they find each other on the second floor of the gym. From there, Adachi and Shimamura's friendship slowly grows as they play ping pong and hang out. But when something happens that changes their relationship, how will they react? I don't know if it's one word or two word, but there's a hyphened word in there. Ping pong. I watched Scorching Ping Pong Girls, which was... It's exactly as it sounds. It's just girls playing ping pong, and it was epic, and it was so much fun. And I don't know if it'll get another season because the writer doesn't seem to really finish it. But if this has ping pong, you can count me in, because ping pong is another thing I'm a sucker for, I guess. Let's go Ping Pong Girls. If this is centered around ping pong, I'm gonna lose my mind. One of my most anticipated shows of this season, right here, Iwakakeru Sport Climbing Girls. This gave me huge how heavy are the dumbbell you lift feelings, and I like weightlifting, so I was automatically drawn to that show. And I've been bouldering a few times, so I'm automatically drawn to this show. There's cute anime girls doing an activity that I enjoy. I can't think of anything that's not to love about that. Comedy, drama, ecchi, shonen, slice of life, sports. It's got all the tags for a great show in the making. Let's see what it's about. We can already guess what it's about, but we'll read it anyway. The manga centers around girls who compete in sport climbing, particularly climbing artificially constructed walls. First-year high school student Konomi Kashihara discovered this sport at Hanamiya Girls High School after training her mind with puzzle games during junior high school. I think it's exactly how it sounds. Girls who climb artificial rocks. That's exactly what it's going to be. That's what you'd expect. And that's exactly what I'm looking forward to. So this show actually caught my eye last season. It was supposed to air in that season, but it was pushed back due to the pandemic and stuff, so it's airing this season. The name really brought me to it, Assault Lily Bouquet. I have no idea what that could even anticipate. I can assume some sort of fighting that's kind of fun. I don't know. They gave it magic, military, and sci-fi tags. I don't know, it doesn't leave me for too much, so let's see what this is about. On Earth in the near future, humanity faced imminent destruction from mysterious giant creatures known as Huge. Not a very creative name with that. The entire world unites against the Huge and successfully develops weaponry known as Charm. Counter Huge arms by combining science and magic. Charm exhibit high rates of synchronization with teenage girls, and the girls who use Charm are viewed as heroes called lilies. Throughout the world, garden, military academies are established to train lilies to face the Huge and to serve as bases to protect and guide people. This is a story about fighting girls who aim to become lilies at one such garden. Not expecting like a whole lot from this show, but I think it'll be an enjoyable watch. Now, this was done by Shaft, who also did Nisekoi and some Monogatari series, so they've done some good stuff. I really enjoyed Nisekoi. I haven't seen any Monogatari, but I plan on watching in the future. So I guess I'm kind of excited to see what this show brings. I think it'll be a more enjoyable watch, a fun, kind of lighthearted type thing. I hope, they could always throw that curveball and things get crazy out of nowhere. So this show was recommended to me by my friend. I have no idea what it's about. He showed me the artwork and I was like, what's going on here? This is kind of crazy. And just another huge thing that I just noticed right now reading these tags. Harem, sci-fi, slice of life. I don't know why harem was thrown in there, but I'm excited about it because I love harem animes. I mean, the name of the channel is Hello Harems. Let's see what this is about. Set in Hinamoto, a fictional version of Japan, where for a long time railway travel has served as the most important form of transportation. Each locomotive was paired with a humanoid control module, so-called Raillord, that aided the train operator. However, many rail lines had been discontinued due to the rising popularity of aerocrafts, a safe and convenient aerial mode of transportation. As such, their accompanying railroads also went into a deep sleep. So Tetsu had lost his entire family in a rail accident and was adopted into the Migita household, which runs a shochu brewery in the city of Ohitoyo. He returned to his hometown to save it from a potential water pollution that would occur if they accepted the proposal to build an aircraft factory nearby. He woke up the rail lord Hachiroku by accident and became her owner. For different purposes, they agreed to help find her lost locomotive. With the help of his stepsister Hibiki, the town's mayor, and local railway chief Palute, and others. Not anything I was expecting. The art from it alone just gave me weird World War II vibes, which is weird, but I'm about it. You know, it's a harem. I'm automatically involved, I guess. This is being done by Saeta. Again, another studio I have no information on. I could Google it real quick, but I don't know. I like to be throwing some loops. Maybe I'll really enjoy this. Just something I think would be a fun watch for this season. The second show on this list that I was interested in last season that got postponed to this season is Dropout Idol Fruit Tart. I saw the word idol and I was already interested in it. I'm a huge fan of idol anime in general, so anything idol related I will definitely watch. Don't need a recommendation, just say it's an idol anime and I'm on my way pretty much. Tags are telling me it's music, seinen, slice of life. I'm about it. 100% about this show right now. Let's see what it's about so far. The series follows a group of show business dropouts. Rookie idol Sakura Ino, promising newcomer Midori Hemo, former child actor Sekino Roko, former model Mahera Nina, and former musician Mikui Haya, who all live in a dormitory together. When it's revealed that the dorm is set to be demolished, manager Kajino Hoho has a plan. Start a new idol group called Fruit Tart with the girls and pay off the hefty 1 million yen debt. I don't know about you, but this is saying Love Live, Love Live, Love Live. And I like that. I like that a lot because Love Live was amazing. And I will simp that show till the day I die. So I'm crazy excited for this show. Hopefully the songs are bops and bangers. I'm sure I can convince all my friends to watch this because they really like idol animes too. It's gonna be a bop. I can already feel it. Just looking at the art, I know it's gonna be a damn good show. So I'm super excited about this. We're nearing the end of the list. I have 2 shows left. So this is Ikebukuro Westgate Park. I originally had not planned on watching this show. I actually just skipped right over it. My brother was looking at the list like the next day. I was creating it and looking over things that I might enjoy, and he goes, "Yo, what's this?" And I'm like, "I don't know." He reads the description to me and I was like, that sounds really, really cool. It is so far off from anything else that I'm watching this season that it's nice and refreshing to get something like this. I've also never seen a show like this. It's just centered around these gangs, I guess, and they go at it. Let's see, the story follows the cool-headed Makoto as he navigates the pressures of an encroaching gang life in the G-Boys due to his friend, King, being the leader. Makoto sees an opportunity to become a troubleshooter for the gang as a way to keep things calm and protect his friends. But when someone close to him is killed and the rival gang kicks off a turf war, Makoto will find it a bit tough to stay cool. Again, something super refreshing this season that I didn't have on my list. This is way out of the happy slice of life idol anime stuff, and that's fun. This is gonna be a super cool show, I think. And the studio that does it, Doga Kobo, has had some absolute bops of shows. Just to name a few: Helpful Fox Senko-san, Plastic Memories, Sing Yesterday for Me, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, My Two-Faced Little Sister, Engaged the Unidentified, Himamoto Maru-chan, Gabriel Dropout, A Bridge to the Starry Sky, which is super underrated, by the way. New Game Season 2, Yuru Yuri Season 2, GJ Club. I could probably go on for quite a bit longer, but all those shows were absolute bangers, and there's a ton of them by this studio, so I really don't think I'll be disappointed with this show. It's a really cool theme and topic that I haven't seen in anime in a long time, or that I honestly personally have never seen since I haven't been watching for crazy long. So I'm really looking forward to this show. I think it's going to be a really good show. Last but not least on the list is my most anticipated show for this season. I've been waiting for this since I started watching anime with my 3rd show, Love Live School Edit Project, then on to Sunshine, and here we are with Love Live Nijigasaki. I have been anticipating Nijigasaki for a crazy long time. The fact that it's finally here makes me so excited. I think it could really make up for, if every show that I watched this season bombed, this one show would make up for it. It's done by the same studio that did Idol Project and Sunshine, so I know it's going to have all the Love Live vibes. No synopsis on it. I mean, I already pretty much know what it's going to be about. If you've seen Love Live, you can probably get the gist of what this show is going to be about. Save the school, that whole thing, but that's okay because it seems like with Idol Project and then Sunshine, they kept it refreshing. It wasn't just the school's being shut down, let's save it. It doesn't say how many episodes there are going to be. I'm going to assume there's going to be 24, just like every other season. It looks like there's one extra girl compared to Sunshine and Idol Project, where they both had 9. It looks like this has 10. So that wraps up the 2020 fall anime season for my list. I hope you could find some shows and add them to yours, or you could find something to skip over. But I just hope that you found some things informative or helpful to help you build your own list for this season, as is the last season of the year, and we jump into 2021 after this. Let's hope that all these shows can really close out the year really well. I know some people have said that the rest of this year hasn't been like crazy good season, but I don't know, I feel opposite about it. I thought that these seasons have been super good, super fun. I'm just really looking forward to this season as well. So if you do want to look at this list, I'm on livechart.me. You can go ahead and check it out. I will leave a link in the description below. So if you're bored or just want to learn some more about anime and have some fun with the boys, you can check out the Hello Harem Podcast on Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcast, Anchor, and there's any other streaming platform. It's the Hello Harem Podcast. We upload the videos here weekly, so you can check those out on the videos, or you can go to the podcast itself on any of those streaming apps. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and if you have any suggestions for animes that you think I might have skipped over, go ahead and leave a comment. I'm more than happy to add some more to my list. So thank you guys, and I will catch you next time.